Lead me.
What? What'd you
Lead me
say?
in the podcast. Host me.
Okay, Max,
Hey, Ash. Of
thanks for being here.
course.
Do you have the stuff?
Oh, yeah. Should we take some magnesium?
Yeah, we're gonna take
Okay.
some.
You're going to take some too,
Yeah.
right?
I just took 2.
You can take more, right?
Okay, I'll take another
You take 7 a day, right?
You want to tell the backstory of why
I
we're
gotta
doing
think.
this?
Backstory is I struggle with magnesium. Pills are so big that it's either hit or miss if I can get it down, depending on what my body chooses to do. So sometimes before I go to bed, if I can't swallow them, I'll just spit them out of my mouth and put them on my nightstand because I'm already in bed and I don't want to get up.
And then what do you do with them?
And then I just pick up soggy pills in the next
Ew.
morning because I just couldn't force them down. So we're gonna try and recover today.
Do it 2 at a time. You can do it. You gotta like swish it to the back of your mouth. Don't spit them out. You can't do it?
I can't do it.
That's so sad.
Try one more time.
What? You can do it. Don't spit it out. You're gonna be so hydrated.
Okay, I did it.
Yes! Come on. There you go. You got your magnesium for the day.
There you go.
Okay, part 3. You're here
Part
for
3.
part 3.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here, Max.
of course.
Love you. You're amazing.
Thanks.
For the podcast, this is my friend Max. He's turned into such a good friend. We've known each other for 5 years now.
Yeah, 5 years.
But we only really became friends like
A year ago.
a year ago. Max is incredible, creative, super pastoral. You do a million amazing things, but the best thing about him is his mind for sure. You have an incredible mind.
Thanks.
So excited for you to be here. I'm just gonna like ask you a couple questions
Okay.
and then just tell me whatever's in your heart. I wanted to talk about like dreams, promises, things that you feel like God has spoken to you just about your life. Is it even possible for God to do that?
To have dreams?
For God to like give you dreams and promises. Do you think that's possible?
It definitely is. I mean, he says he designed us for he designed the works for us to do. I consider that dreams. Scripture teaches us that he prepared works for us before the foundations of the world, and so our pastor would teach us. He creates the dream and then he wraps the man around the dream. I believe all of us have something that we feel God calling us to and we're passionate about, and you can tell it's their dream because not everyone is passionate about the same thing. I kind of go towards what you truly enjoy. If it's not selfish and self-seeking and you truly want to do it for the Lord, that is the revealing thing of the dream God has for you. For me, it was had everything to do with creativity, but it evolved over time. And it started out very small and something I could comprehend, whether it be just photography, and then it led into film, and then creative direction, and then to teaching, and then to leading creatives. I look back now, it's like, oh, I thought the dream was photography, and it would step up into this bigger dream of like, no, now I want to teach people and lead people, and it'll probably evolve even more over the years. But the more you partner with God, the more He'll start to unravel it for you and show you. We can only see in part, right?
Yeah.
So the more you follow what Proverbs says is like He's a lamp beneath our feet. So a lamp only can shine so far, and sometimes we expect God to be like this headlight where you can just see a beam down the road and you know exactly where you're supposed to go, but you really don't. And we were talking the other day of like, no one really knows what they're doing in life.
Yeah.
They just pretend to look like they do. But the reality is I don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, and we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Only God does. And so if we can just focus on the small steps in front of us every day and be faithful, like, you can only really start to understand what God's doing when you look backwards. You'll never fully get it right looking forward. You may think you know, you may think you see it, but we have to be willing to like bend and yield and shift and let go of our perceptions of what the dream may look like. I've done that. It's hard at times, but you start to morph and your spirit starts to shift into God, and you start to actually want the very thing that He wanted for you the whole time. Yeah.
And then you feel like in the process you like discover more about yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because every day you discover new things about yourself. Like, I wasn't the same person 5 years ago. You weren't the same person 5 years ago. And our likes and dislikes changed. And something that's always been consistent is that deep thing in your heart that you feel like you come most alive in. And that changes too.
Yeah.
Little by little, you start to see it differently and see different perspectives. And I think
Yeah.
the biggest thing I learned as a creative is you never actually arrive anywhere. It's just one journey.
Yeah.
Like, and you may finish a project and that's just part of the journey.
Yeah.
But it's not like the end arrival point. Then you
Yeah.
start another one.
Yeah.
And you keep, like, the creative journey is a whole lifelong process.
When you're talking, I'm thinking like the verse that says, with lack of vision, people perish. And it's like this frustrating tension between like, I have to have vision or I'm not even moving forward. But do you ever actually arrive to the thing
Yeah.
that you're like envisioning?
Because you'll just see another mountain in front of you.
Yeah.
Like you climb the top of one mountain and you see another one in front of it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, you're never satisfied. If I'm really honest with myself, I'm never satisfied.
Yeah.
I may think this dream may fill me, and then
Mhm.
I get it, and it's kind of hard to admit that, like, oh,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it just, God's the only thing that
Yeah.
He's endless.
I feel like when you are so focused on the thing that you like miss him, and then when you get there you feel the emptiness of it because it was
Mhm.
never about the thing anyway.
Yeah, I think it's the number one thing we're taught all the time. This will never satisfy you. The thing will never satisfy you.
Yeah.
But we constantly try to make the thing satisfy us.
Yeah.
And the Lord's kind enough to meet us in that. And when I first came to Reading, my biggest dream was, to be here, work with Bethel Music, and I got it like that. And I was on a walk one day, and I was just thanking the Lord, but honestly admitting too, I'm like, whoa, that was it.
Yeah.
And God interrupted my thought, and He goes, "Yep. Can I tell you what I want you to do with your life now?" And it was just this reality of like, wow, my dreams are so small if they can be answered that quickly.
Yeah.
And God-sized dreams sometimes take generations to fulfill.
Yeah.
And ever since that moment, I've just been living what He wants. And my likes and dislikes have changed, and things I'm passionate about have changed.
Yeah.
But the one dream is the same, is like, I want to do what He's doing.
Do you think it's important to actually like put energy into it, or should you just wait for
No,
things to come
you
find
should
you?
steward it.
How?
It depends on the thing. Sometimes you can go both directions. Sometimes you can oversteward, and sometimes you can be extremely lazy. Overstewarding is preparing so much for a dream that it turns into striving.
Is it like control? Would you say it's
Yeah.
kind of similar to
So
control?
I struggle with that, where
Okay.
I'll get this vision or this dream from God, and then I'll over prepare or over steward for it. And because of all this work and effort I've put into it, I expect something back in return.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. My work and my striving shouldn't bring the dream closer to me. It should be God.
When I've done that, the thing that I'm usually met with is like so much disappointment because the expectations that I created, even for the thing that I was striving to do, is just not what I thought it was going to be in the first place. And then you end up in this hole of like, God's a liar and I'm not good enough and whatever.
Sometimes in our stewardship, I think we can start to build expectations because we're involved in it. We're seeing how it's coming together, and our mind can piece moments of, oh, this fits together with there, and then if I do this, then it'll lead to this, and you subconsciously build expectations of where you think you should be if you do something.
Yeah.
The goal isn't to accomplish a project; it's to do it with Him.
Yeah.
I think our disappointment exposes our selfish motives in the dream.
Yeah.
Especially around timing.
Yeah.
We still want it to look a certain way.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's just like you can have things in your heart that there's still little pieces of pride in there where it's like, okay, God, I'm gonna do your dream, but I still want it to look a certain way or be finished a certain time. And we start to kind of make a deal with Him.
Yeah.
But we may not realize it until we're faced with our disappointment or our lack of satisfaction.
Do you feel like over stewardship and under stewardship are like two sides both of pride in a way?
Yes.
Like there's pride in both of them?
Mm-hmm. The overworking, the over striving is you try to make the dream come to pass on your own. The lack of stewardship is you want God to do everything for you, and you're not going to partner with Him whatsoever.
Yeah.
This world is our dominion, and God still treats it that way. He's not going to come in and bulldoze over everything to make His kingdom come to pass. He waits for our yes. Yeah. It's like you have to give Him permission to step through your home, to step through your front door into your home. That's how I've viewed working with the Lord, is in His kindness. He doesn't bulldoze over His initial plans for this world. And so there's a reason why there's so much delay why it takes so long to accomplish godly things sometimes, because people get in the way and they want certain things, or they think selfishly, or we talk a lot about like our fear. Can I even do it? Am I good enough? Like that's pride. Because God said something about you and you disagree with him. Like it's exactly the conversation Moses had. Why should I lead these people? And God got powerful against him. Is like who made man? Who gave him his power? I did. And I said to go and lead these people. You don't think I'm strong enough to fulfill my word? He still does the same thing with us today.
How have you practically started to like move towards those things? Like, what have you done?
It's all different. Some dreams I get or visions from God, like I just put on the shelf a little bit because it's so far out there that I have no idea how to even start. And so I'll do that to trust that he'll show me when. But some it's sitting with God and asking, okay, well, what do you want me to do today? Sometimes it's nothing. I've built things with the Lord, and some days he's like, we're gonna go to the lake today and just hang out because you're stressed. But it's walking in step with the Spirit, because he won't bulldoze you over to make the dream come to pass. He won't hurt the person to fulfill the dream, because the person's more important to him than the dream. So if our emotions are taking a long time to settle, or we're anxious or frustrated, like he'll wait with us and he'll be like, okay, let's talk about that. Let's slow down a bit. What can you handle? That's the journey that he loves, is we become more like him in that process.
When you're saying that, I was like, honestly, it's God's kindness to like withhold those things that he knows will crush you, because he actually does care about the heart more than other things. And so it sounds so harsh, but of like, so if the best thing for you is to not do those things, even if it's for your entire life, for the sake of your soul, God's going to do that. So if you had like two things for the two different groups of people, for the people that are like, I've been doing all these things and like striving and like trying to make it happen and blah blah blah, like what is one thing you would tell that person? And then like what's one thing you would tell the person that maybe is the person that's like, I'm just not good enough, I'm afraid, blah 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 blah. Does that make sense?
If you're stressed out and striving, ask yourself the question, is God still in control? Is he still the one making the dream come to pass, or have you taken it from his hands? For those that have a fear that they can't do something,
they're just like struggling to start.
They're struggling to start. Sometimes they may need a push that actually like makes life a bit hard for them to figure it out. You have moments like you have no money because you don't work. You haven't completed your dream because you haven't started. And it's the harsh reality of a loving dad. Like usually growing up, like our dads tell us that. Our moms are the comforters, but our dad's like, hey, you wanna take on life and be successful, you gotta put in the hard work. And I use the analogy of like Jesus came to the paralyzed man, and he's like, do you want to be healed? And he says, yes. Okay, then pick up your mat and walk. Sometimes I think Jesus comes to us, is like, do you want to be healed? Do you want to have this dream finished? We say yes. And then we never get up. But that man would have never gotten his miracle if he didn't partner with God's word and actually put in the effort to stand up and try.
I love it. Thanks, Max.
Of course.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
That I can pull from your wisdom before you leave. That's part 3. I hope this is encouraging. And
it is. You're crushing it. You're doing amazing.
Yeah, that was part 3. You're amazing. Love you. And we'll see you next time. The end.